Hello everyone, this is Miss Julia, the Youth Services Librarian here at the Collierville Burch Library, and I'm here to show you how to make your own Mandrake from the Harry Potter universe. So this is eventually what it'll turn out to be like. This is a full-size one. We decided eventually to go to the mini ones, because if you know anything about the Harry Potter universe, the mature Mandrakes can kill a person with their cry, but the baby ones will only knock you out. So we're going to be safe. Make sure you guys only have the baby Mandrakes. So when you come by to pick up your packet from the library, it'll come in these lovely brown paper bags. Inside you should find a mini terracotta pot, some greenery for the top of your Mandrake, a couple of toothpicks, some Spanish moss, a little label for the pot, a lump of clay, and I believe that's it. And then you at home will need to provide some glue. I'm also going to be using a paintbrush to put the glue onto the pot. You don't need that. You can just use your finger or just slather it on normally. You might also need some newspaper or paper of some sort to stuff your pot with. As you can see, too, the clay will dye your hands a little bit to like an Oompa Loompa color. This does wash off of the hands. It may not wash off your clothes, so I would suggest wearing an apron or something to protect your clothes with while you're working on this. So first things first, we're going to take our plant and we're going to glue on our label. So like I said, I have a paintbrush here to kind of just help me slather the glue on just so it's nice and even, and hopefully it'll cut down on lumps. You don't have to slather it on like I am. You can just glue it on normally. So I just have a lovely square of glue, and then I'm going to put my label on and press it down, and then I might take some more glue and glue it on top to kind of seal it in. Of course my label's a bit crooked, but that's okay. It'll still look good in the end. So there we go. We have our label on there to warn us of the Mandrake's cry. And that's going to dry. So next we can start constructing our Mandrake a bit. So put this pot aside, and you're going to need your lump of clay. And basically we're just going to be creating the top portion of the Mandrake, not the bottom portion. You can see this is just a bunch of toothpicks in there. So you're probably going to take off 2 chunks of your clay so it can be modeled into arms. These arms can be as muscular or as thin as you want them to be. I'm going to do just a little bit more and just kind of set them off to the side. And then you can kind of squish your clay around into the head shape that you want. So it can be nice and tall and thin, or it can be short and stout. You can kind of roll it out too if you kind of want to smooth the edges out. Whatever you would like. So I'm going to cut ahead, or speed forward rather, to when I have my Mandrake head complete. So there's the basic shape of my head. I'm going to kind of do like an Easter Island kind of shape, or Easter Island totem shape. And then, let's see, I think I'm going to add the leaves next. So you kind of want to do a little dip into the top of your clay where you'd like your leaves to sit. And you're going to stick in your leaves and close the clay around it, kind of hold it in place. If you need to, I think some of these have like holes in the middle, so you can actually stick a toothpick if you want to kind of anchor it in as well. Just like so. Right down the middle. And then keep pressing your leaves in until it's kind of how you want it to be. So there's sort of the start of my Mandrake head. And then I can take my arms and shape those how I like them to be, and then just attach them. So again, I'm going to speed up to that. I decided to be weird with mine and give mine like little tiny biceps, because why not? And then you'll just attach them towards the bottom of your mandrake and kind of smooth your arm on. There we go. And then you can add some toothpicks into the bottom of your mandrake. If the toothpicks are too long, you can of course, you know, cut them down to size or break them down to size rather. There we go. So there we go. We have our sort of anchoring toothpicks and the basic form of our mandrake. I'm not going to do the face quite yet because we still have to put them in the pot and I might end up squishing all the details. So hopefully your pot is dry. If it's not, that's okay. I'm going to make sure that's facing forward. And you're going to fill like 3/4 of this with the paper or newspaper that you have. You can also hopefully just use your brown paper bag. So as they say, waste not, want not. I'm going to kind of fluff this up a little bit so it fills up more of the pot. So all I'm doing is just rolling the opening down. And I'm going to fit it in my pot. Just like so. And then you can stick your mandrake in, making sure his face is going to be facing forward, and hopefully the toothpicks are sharp enough to poke through the paper. If not, I might have to remove these really quick and poke them through. Whatever works for you. Oh dear. I have to find, there we go. Little crevice. Of course this works a bit easier with foam, but you may not have foam at home, so paper does work. There we go. And then I could put my mandrake on. Just like so. Oops. Got him crooked. There we go. Making sure he's facing the label. And you can adjust your hands a little bit if you want, so he's kind of hanging over the edge. And then you're going to take the Spanish moss that was included in your kit, and you're going to sort of stuff it around him just to cover up the paper at the bottom. So he looks like he's actually been potted into some soil rather than into newspaper. Now you may have extra at the end, that's okay. Just keep doing that until you get a look that you like. There we go. Alright, so we're almost finished. Of course, our mandrake needs an expression of some sort. If you have another toothpick, you can use another toothpick to carve out the face. You could also use coins if you wanted to kind of just press it in. And if you need an idea for an expression, I believe I've sealed all the bags too with a little emoji sticker, so you can use that as inspiration for how you want your mandrake to express itself. I'm just going to do a simple face, and I'm just going to use my paintbrush here. He's going to have a very wide stare. He will stare into your soul sort of face. He's like, I'm here. I don't know why I'm here, but I'm here. And give him a little smile. Actually, it kind of almost looks like he's yelling. Well, there you go. There's my little mandrake baby. Oh, he's actually kind of cute. So of course, this clay will air dry. It'll take about 2 to 3 days for it to dry completely. So I would suggest leaving it alone. But until that time, you would be able to adjust him however you need to. So like if you didn't like the face, you could take him out, kind of wipe off the face, and then start again. But that is your mini mandrakes. I hope you all enjoy making your own. And do remember that it does stain your hands, but it does wash off, so it'll be okay. Other than that, I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!